And you're streaming too?
I should be, yes.
All right, there we go. All right, good evening, everybody. It is Shawn and Michelle and the One Person Big Difference family, and we are coming here on March 6th already. March 6th. Oh my gosh, that is just mind-blowing to me that it is the 6th already. How is everybody feeling? Holy cannoli ravioli. We have evolved. Hashtag evolve is absolutely here. Going down for, you know what, corporate got us basically into our new systems about a day early. So that was a beautiful thing. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And especially those of you that are new, please put into the chat that you are new. We want to see your name. We want to recognize you. We want to embrace and just welcome you to this incredible family here and celebrate you. Shawn, I think if you want to throw up those slides right away, we can hop right into things. I know there's a lot of new things that we are learning, right? In the chat, we're learning a lot of new things about the front office, the back office, the rewards, like all these things. And we were talking on our leadership call today is embrace the learning. I was saying, you know how when you get older or whatnot, they say, learn a new instrument, do different puzzles, crossword puzzles, do all these different things to strengthen the mind and do all these things. So look at this as you are empowering your brain and everything going on inside of you to launch into awesomeness, because we are a biohacking company and everything that we are doing is just preparing us for a Walla Walla Bing Bang. Yes. Are we doing Walla Walla Bing Bang? I guess that's my word tonight, is Walla Walla Bing Bang. So beautiful, beautiful. Shawn, I will turn it over to you, Mr. Good and Concise and Clear, and then I'll add in anything else if you want to start working on all of these. And please put questions in the chat as they come up. We're going to try to bring some clarity as well tonight on a few different things. And anything that comes to mind that sticks with you, that maybe you're like, oh, that aha just stuck with me in a new way, put that in the chat, because when people hear it and then when they see it again, there's something that happens as far as learning. So please, please do that. That would be amazing.
All right. So I need to learn a new instrument. I have already mastered the recorder. I can play hot cross buns. So I think in 2023, I will also master the kazoo. That's about my physical ability. But what I do know is the personal sales bonus. And I am super excited about this, you guys. I already know that there's going to be so many people on this Zoom that are going to be blessed with this enhancement to the compensation plan. I can't wait till April 15th to see how some of these roll out. You know, we already saw some fire happening early in the month with Chad and Stephanie's daughter. She's crushing it again. What was she at today, Michelle, for enrollments? What did we hear?
I think it was around 80, right, Troy?
Over 4,000 in customer volume already, and it's only the 6th, you guys. So there's amazing, amazing things happening. But I want to show you as well, too, because we've gone over the tiers quite a bit. But now that we have the back office up and running, I want to show you what I'm looking at, just kind of to track our progress right here. So let me pull that up as we're
and while you're pulling that up, honey, I want to remind anybody on here that's from Canada, instead of being like, oh, I wish we had this, remember that. And we actually said this at our elite retreat. We're like, those Canadians are so lucky and blessed to be able to have this information ahead of time, to work towards it and build those max commissions, the front end ones up front, and then be able to, when it does transition, you can rock into the diamond world or the sapphire world. So as you're learning this, you're going to just be flying when that comes. So embrace that.
Yeah. And you never know, like as soon as it gets approval from the gaming board there in Canada, they'll flip the switch. They're ready to go with this. So yeah. It's just a matter of getting that final approval. So don't even anticipate that it could be, 6 to 9 months, because if they decide in 2 months that it's ready to be approved, that's when it's going to go. So take advantage of that runway right now. And like Michelle said, get to the point where you want to get on those tiers prior to launch, and then you'll just roll into it. So when you're looking at the dashboard, you guys, this very first part, is where you're going to start to see the sales volume associated with that bonus. So as you can see on our screen right here, the 2,354, that's currently what Michelle and I have for personally enrolled customers that have already placed an order this month. Okay, so 2,354, which if you went back to the tiers, that puts us at the Sapphire tier. So the next thing, the Sapphire tier goes from 2,000 to 4,000. Our goal is then to incrementally go throughout the rest of the month to that 4,000 to get to that top tier for the payout on this bonus. But that's where you're going to be able to see your personal seller volume. So it does take out, it's not like the old PV was where it includes your personal orders. Your personal orders are going to be tracked separately here on the left. And then it'll just be customer volume that's showing here on the seller title volume. And then it will again show you what rank or what tier that you're currently qualified for. All right, let me get back to.
And I know I keep saying it, but please, as you have questions, please throw them into the chat because I know this is all new and then we can help. Your question will help others for sure.
All right, so here's the tiers again, and you're going to see 5% increment increases as you go from tier to tier. So we were at that Sapphire tier right now. That's going to be a bonus. This is cumulative throughout the whole month. So it just takes where you end the month, and then that's going to determine the bonus that's going to be paid out to you on your customer volume on the 15th of next month. So if we didn't grow anymore, it was roughly 2,350 in volume. That's going to pay out an additional 15% on that. That would add an extra $352 to our commission payout on the 15th of next month if it didn't grow anymore. And that's in addition to the profit differential, right? That the difference between what customers are paying and what you're paying is a completely separate component of this. This is just an added bonus depending on what tier you get to.
And this area, if you guys don't have it, as you're learning, and Shawn, if you can go back to that really quick, if you don't have that printed out, put up on your computer with you or whatnot, I highly recommend it just because this is the focus, right? Just as you are getting going, you know, get to that 500, get to the 999, and then be like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to get to the next one. And I'm going to get to the next one. And as you bring in new consultants, this is going to be a straightforward focus and a great way to map out as well, you know, how much they will potentially be earning every month consistently over and over and over. So this is gold here. That's why you're seeing recognition. We're going to always be recognizing those different areas.
Now, this is one of the key focuses that you're going to hear over and over again is 3-in-1, 3-in-1, 3-in-1. I'll show you the worksheet here in a second, but just know that both the United States and Canada have a 3-in-1 promotion going right now. And that's going to run from March until the end of September. So leading up to Global Convention. And what counts in here is 3 customers with at least 100 in sales volume and 1 consultant, okay, with at least 150 for that consultant. And every month that you achieve that for the next 7 months, you're going to get swag here in the United States. I think for March, it's going to be a hat. And then in Canada, it's a little bit sweeter. You guys got a little bit better deal than us. Because if you hit this 3 times in Canada, you're going to get a free ticket for the global convention. And then the other thing that I wanted to say with this is when you start combining these aspects together, so the 3-in-1 with the bonus, even if you're starting today with 0 in customer volume, if you did the 3-in-1 promotion from now until the end of the year, that's 10 months. So that would be 30 new customers that you've brought to the table. And if they had that minimum of 100 in sales volume, that's at least 3,000 in personal volume that you would have by doing the 3-in-1 with that customer acquisition. And 3,000 is going to put you at the middle of that Sapphire tier and getting that extra 15%. So there isn't anybody on here that can't by the end of the year, just with that consistent sharing of the information, get that 3 new customers each month, and then work on the retention of keeping them in the system. And then over the course of time, work your way up through those tiers.
Yes. And I don't know if you guys heard Stu Brody's call today, Carrie Dickey and Sue Brody, who are our very top leaders here at LifeVantage that started here at LifeVantage for our team's organization. They have taught us from day one, 2 a day, every day, 2 a day, every day. And I think it was Mia that wrote into the chat, about Kaylee and how she needs to teach us how to do this. And I agree. She needs to show us how to do it. But here's the thing. She shows up every day. She's consistent. She's true to herself. She's building relationships. She's building trust. And people want to be a part of that and know that they're in a safe place. But that is through what we all do is relationship building, but showing up every day. So that reminded me of Stu, 2 a day, every day, 2 a day, every day, 2 a day, every day. And those of you that have been here for a while, you've heard me say that, especially when we were running to Pro 7 and Pro 8, and it still is a thing that I do, is that every day I wrote down 2 names of people that I had to contact that day before I went to bed. And if that name didn't get done before, like when I was going to bed, I had to at least go message them if I didn't get them called. And it was just like, it was my personal commitment to myself. And so if you can make that commitment to yourself, a minimum of 2 a day, every day, that consistency, I promise you, because things will build up, things will get exciting. Somebody will see something, and then it will just start going into another world. So this 3-in-1 is huge, simple focus of how to grow. Sorry, Shawn, go for this page. This is beautiful.
Yeah, so this is how I would start keeping track of this, is just pretend like everybody's resetting at 0 right now. And so what you're simply doing is, as you acquire a new customer with at least 100 in sales volume, you're writing their name into that first box on the left side of the screen. And then throughout the month, you want to acquire 3 new people with at least 100 in sales volume, get those 3 names in there. And then down below with the 2 hands shaking, that's going to be where you write in that consultant that you added to your team in the month with at least 150 in sales volume. And then in month 2, what we're doing with the 3 names that were there on the left-hand column, down underneath where they're shaking hands in the middle, you see 3 boxes where it says help your customers for month 1 purchase again. So as their reorders go through in the system and process their subscription, that's where you're checking off those 3 boxes. They directly relate to the 3 people from the previous month. And then right below that, help your new consultant get started. That's where the person that you wrote in on the left-hand column with the hands shaking, that new consultant, this is where you're helping them replicate the same behavior. So help them get their 3 customers, then you're checking off that box. Help them get their new consultant, you're checking off that box. But then the top portion remains the same. You're still doing the same recruiting behavior yourself that you're getting to replicate through your team. And I promise you, if you can complete these sheets over the course of time consistently, you are going to grow a massive organization. And not everybody's going to come in at 100. Not everybody's going to stick around and reorder. But I'm telling you, doing this consistently will grow your team over time. So this is where I would put the primary focus. And if you want to go faster, do more. If you want to go faster, print out multiple copies of this. But I would say that this is a great baseline for every single person in here, regardless how much time and energy that you're putting in. If you're working this even very part-time, you can accomplish this by plugging into the system, plugging into the tools, using ITT.
Making sure they're all in Vitality Living. Yeah. And some people may, I have a ton of these printed out, and they are in Telegram, you guys, they are in Facebook. I can resend it out tonight in Telegram. Another idea as well is to laminate one of these, and you can just continue to write on it. Or when you're going to different meetings and presentations or trainings, then you have like the one that isn't all beat up like mine is, but that's like the foundation. That's like our blueprint. That's the thing that we're going to be using to go forward. And there's purpose behind that for all the earnings. Anything else? Oh, I'm gonna add or ask a couple questions while we're here before we move into this, Shawn. So a couple questions. Julie's asking, is all commission on a monthly payout now, or are any weekly?
No, so the profit difference, that's going to be paid out weekly. So as people are ordering product as a customer, you're going to receive that difference on a weekly basis. But like the level bonus, the leader match, the tier personal sales bonus, those ones are going to remain monthly. But the profit difference, that one is still a weekly payout.
Awesome, thank you. And I just want to remind everybody too that we have, yes, had a whole overhaul, and over the next weeks, months, it's going to continue to even get better. Yes, they're fine tuning the reports and whatnot right now, but even the systems, like they have a bunch of other things that they're planning on doing. So know that. And then I really want to stress, do not have this time be a time of spending a lot of time trying to figure out every detail. How many of you here knew the past back office inside and out and could teach everybody and come on here tonight and teach people that have been here for years that could come on here and teach everybody how to do it besides Shawn? Honestly, I know some of you are very good, but how many people knew a lot even? We all kind of know our basic areas, right? Where we need to go grab some things. So just know, is it okay to master? Of course, but my heart for you is you're going to learn those things as you go through the questions and do all of that. And we always learn as we earn. So please, as you're doing this, act as if you are restarting or you just are starting your business today, and get into massive action right now. Get out there sharing this stuff and ask the team, where's this, where's that? Because there's action time and then there's activity. We can all be in activity like crazy and then stay busy, but we're here to bless lives, right? And so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind too, that you don't need to become the expert of all those things in the back.
The last area I want to share with you guys has come up quite a bit with different people. Oh my gosh, Julie Parks. Sorry, squirrel mode. Hello. I had an amazing time talking with you a couple times this past weekend. I am thrilled to see you on here. Another Canadian in one person.
Thank you.
Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
So let me pull up my screen again. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you where to go to navigate and see your new customers, new distributors that are coming into your organization. They are going to get us the new member summary report at some point in time, but I want you to know where to go in the meantime. So if you do daily recognition, or you go in there daily, or once a week, whatever it is, to see new people coming in, where you would go. So up at the very top, it starts out on dashboard. When you first get into the system, switch it over to the reporting tab. And then on the left, you're going to see a bunch of reports that we're used to seeing with the old Evo system. The second one is detailed genealogy. Once you click into detailed genealogy, this should look somewhat familiar if you've been in the back office in the past. So what you're going to want to do is make sure the organization, you click on organization, make sure the members is set to entire organization. If you just wanted to see new consultants coming in, you could leave it as consultants. If you just wanted to see customers, leave it as customers. But if you want to see everybody, you have to switch this to organization, update the report. And once that's updated, I'm looking for the column enrollment date. And if that isn't a column that's set up for you, get with your upline. They can help you add in the columns that are missing. But I'll tell you, it's right here. Go to columns. This will open up what is available that you don't have. You can move over and display new information if it isn't there. Once you have enrollment date set on your screen, you can filter by any one of these columns up at the top. So if you click on enrollment date, the first time you click on it, it's going to reorder it from oldest, the very oldest in the system for you, to the newest. If you click it one more time, then it's going to go newest in the system to oldest. And this is what we want it to look like, is showing the newest people that have come into your organization. So you can now see, if I wanted all of March, I'm just scrolling down through here to see, what came in March. Great start to the month, you guys, especially with 2 days, the system being down. Now, the one thing that this doesn't have that the new member summary is going to have is going to be the enroller's name. So in the meantime, if you wanted to know who was enrolling these people, for example, we'll take Miranda right here. If I click on the enroller ID, it's going to pop up with Miss Kaylee Hansen. Of course, I know her ID because I see it over and over and over again. But that's how I'm looking for who the enroller is. And that is going to be the temporary kind of workaround. If you're wanting to see new activity that's come into your organization, detailed genealogy, make sure it's showing your entire organization, and then filter by enrollment date. All right. Let's get that back up.
Awesome, honey.
Okay, and then if you want to go over this promo.
I would love to. So super exciting. I want to do a shout out to Gail and Lee Mitchell. They reached out to us the other night before this was even launched because they had a customer that was ordering daily wellness. And they're like, is there a glitch in the system? Because it's showing that they get another one for free. We're like, oh my gosh, let's check. And we found out that in fact, they were launching it the next day. So this, you guys that are here in the US, this is a promo for a new customer, new. When they purchase daily wellness, they get a daily wellness free. That's over about a $60 value. I am mind blown by this. And I will tell you, I think I left my cup up in Shawn's office. I drink at least 2 of these a day. And it is, Mia is having some right now. You can have it cold. I have it in the morning with my Axio and my prebiotic, and I do this. And then later in the day, I always have a hot one with a little bit of red raspberry in it as well. It's the most delicious drink ever. And I'm going to really work hard in Vitality Living this week and going forward. And if any of you have any testimonies or whatnot with daily wellness, please put it in there for our new customers to know this. This product is gigantic for immune support. Within 2 hours, it enhances the system in big ways. And there's a lot of science on it. And it's so powerful and good. Knock on wood, we've been super healthy, along, of course, with our activators. So this is big. Can they get other products with it as well? Yes, please add on other things. But please, like, get your new customers on this huge deal. So in the middle picture there, you can just see they get one free there. And then in Canada, they have a thing that's called NFR, where they can get a lot of the products from the US that aren't on the actual Canadian site yet. And anybody that is ordering, that is ordered from the past that gets an order this month, or if they order this month from that site, they are going to be getting a body lotion, which is incredible. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you beautiful Canadians, I think it's around $40 some with everything included in there. So really exciting for them as well. So just know those couple things and really stay focused on that as well.
So that's the second thing tonight that the Canadians have that we don't. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
I'm so happy for them. It's so good.
Alexis is tearing it up there. So super excited for you guys to have extra incentives this month, or for the next several months. So this right here, the Evolution Hub, all of the Facebook groups with LifeVantage have kind of temporarily been paused, except for this Evolution Hub that they're posting all current information in there for a transitionary period. And then they're gonna, kind of pause that site and then move back to the normal Facebook groups that we're used to, whether it's the main distributor page, your country page, or like the elite page. They will be back up and running here soon, but right now everything's going through that Evolution Hub, and they do have some training going on there as well right now. New Orleans, you guys, I can't believe that they announced this already, but if you paid attention to the email, look what it says down there. The next global incentive trip will be
heart rate.
So we no longer have to pretend like we don't know, or something may be coming, but they are already announcing, so we can tell you, yes, it will be announced. They've hidden from us the location. We've been trying to get them to tell us for like 4 months, and they still will not tell us where it's at.
This is the first time. Oh, tell you what. But isn't that
So
exciting? Everybody's been
still time to
waiting
get
for this.
registered. Come and listen to it live. College and cash. The big thing here, you guys, I think is in the middle. Australia and New Zealand just launched in March liquid collagen. So they're going through the same explosion that happened in the US. And you can see on the right-hand side, you guys, in February, their goal was 3.3 million in company liquid collagen sales, and they got to over $3.5 million just in collagen. So if you extrapolate that out over the course of 12 months, if it didn't grow anymore, the company is going to do well over $40 million in collagen sales. And I guarantee you it's going to be higher than that. And then we're super, super proud of our team. As always, we have the majority of people on the Collagen Cash top 10 earner list for the entire company. So for our team to have so many people represented,
good job, everybody.
we're super, super stoked to have you guys just really, really be committed to sharing this with other people. And then the daily post, not sure what to post. There's posting secrets for you.
Yes.
Michelle, what do you know about
Okay, well, you guys just check your email. And if you're ever like, I just need ideas of what to post or what to add value, they have a ton of different things. So check your email. If you did not get an email with all of this stuff kind of that we've been going over today, text customer service. If you're not sure that number, just reach out to your team and they'll get that to you. Side note, texting customer service, you guys, is way faster than calling them. They're good at calling as well. And it's always nice to have a human voice, but I know a lot of people are very busy. Yes, those evolved trainings, everything you guys that is in the hub. If you haven't gotten into the hub yet, make sure that you do. I've sent out a couple links in Telegram. I can send it out again tonight as kind of a recap. But there are so many trainings in there. There's a lot of really good stuff in there. If you get stuck and only a couple things show up, if you go to the right-hand side, there'll be a little thing you can click on that says see all, and then everything will open up there. Shawn, we have two people that we would just want to share really quick. So if you guys can bear with us. Canada, did you have anything else?
Well, there was a couple of questions in there. How do you get added to Telegram?
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up. So how do you get added to Telegram? So just get with your enroller, or you can reach out to oh, I got to learn all this new lingo now. I was going to say Pro 5 on up later. And we have it into the launch guide as well. So once you get that link for our Telegram group, you guys save that in your notes. Once you save that in your notes, that'll be there forever for you. And anytime you enroll a new consultant, it's always the same link. And it's not a chat group. It's just information only that will come there. So we'll make sure that you get that. What else did you see, honey? Sorry.
Jackie had a question. Jackie.
And then also Marisa had said in Canada, I didn't know this till now. So thank you, Jolene. You talked about it. That Canada does have the daily wellness special as well. Buy one, get one free on the NFR site. So excellent. And yes, Jackie.
Okay, so I'm part of this Evolution Hub, and I just did what you said to go look. I can't figure out how to see anything. It says I'm going to it, but I don't get any notifications. I can't find where anything is.
Okay.
And
I will either text you right after this, or while we're talking, I'll pull it up and I'll show on the screen kind of where to click it. So everybody
I know
can
what
see.
she's talking about, because Joanne Shear Parkin tried to invite me to that group. So I see that one, but then there's another one when I did a search, Jackie, and then I was able to get into it and access it. So I'm not sure what happened, but
Here's the group, you guys. It says March Evolution Hub. You'll kind of see it.
and that's exactly what mine says.
Yep.
Mine says going, but
Yep.
then that's all it shows me. There's nothing else.
So
after
then
that.
scroll down a little bit. It'll say what to expect, how to attend, and then it can kind of stop. See how it's kind of like stopping on mine? But right here where it says suggested events, I don't know if you can see much. Anyway, kind of where it stops. There's where it says suggested events, click see all. It's kind of weird because this is oh, that's not it. Shoot. Oh, sorry.
Now that you want to go past the suggested.
Past that. Yes, sorry, recent posts at the bottom.
There you go.
At the very
Leave
bottom.
your phone right there. Don't move it. People can see it. Okay, see
you
all
see it?
recent posts. And then to the right of recent posts, it says see all. That's what you have to click to have it open up all the posts that are contained in there.
So then click that, and then magic literally happens. It's like questions, video, like they did 2 trainings tonight. Just tons and tons of cool value, different questions, updates on bugs that they're fixing, just communication. So a lot of really good stuff in there. So hopefully that'll help. If not, reach out to all of us. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
Okay.
roll over.
Perfect. So we want to close this out, and thank you for staying for a couple extra minutes, but it's really important. These Canadians, these gorgeous Canadians, just came back from an incredible event. Miss Marisa, you want to tee them up and intro, and I know we'll have to make it quick, but this is powerful stuff, you guys, and we're so proud of you guys. So excited for you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I will definitely be my pleasure. We'll start with Patricia Daglish. I hope I said that right, sweetie. And Patricia's in Canada, and she's just growing so much. I loved watching her. And she was at the Pro 3 retreat that was this weekend. Kind of like think of the Pro 5 Summit. It was really along those lines. They had elite leaders there sharing and training with them. And so Patricia, we say her enroller is Leanne Holly. And there's somebody else there, but that person doesn't really work the business. So she works very closely with Leanne and Melanie and all of them. They all work so closely together. So take it away, Patricia, some golden nuggets that you shared on the team call this evening earlier, and then we'll go to Jolene.
Hi. For me, it was really cool. First of all, just learning and growing, connecting with the team, because we get to learn from each other and lift each other up. Harvey, I don't remember his name or how to say it. Connor, he was one of the speakers. And so there was a couple things that he said. He had a Darren Hardy video that was really impactful for me. Get pissed off at yourself and do the action you say you're going to do. Like, get angry at yourself, because in Canada, we really have such a huge opportunity for growth. Not that many people know about it here yet. 80% is mindset, 20% is skills, but the difference is the action. And basically, the action is the bridge between success. And then work on the 3-in-1, a 90-day goals. So it was a lot. And I have to say, Jolene and I, we drove up together to Banff in the beautiful mountains, and we just kind of got to know each other, which was really part of the beautiful connection too.
Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Let's give her a big old, this is something beautiful that they've earned, and it's just awesome. And that is the best part, I think, always is the relationships that come from it, right? We grow and we learn so much together. So having that road trip, I'm sure, will be filled with memories and stories for the future. So Miss Jolene, take it away, sister.
Okay, so I've shared a couple of times on some of our Canadian calls today, but yeah, we were so lucky to have this event because no other market has had anything at Pro 3, so we were pretty lucky. Alexis is doing such a fabulous job for Canadians, and like Patricia said, there's so much opportunity in Canada. And one of the things that was actually really, there was so many things, but one of the things that was super impactful is every time we're on these Zooms, and because Canada's kind of been, the last few years has been a little bit tricky for doing in-person things. And for myself, since I started, I actually haven't been able to attend a lot of events. So when you guys are always talking about attend events, promote, I finally got that. Like, I had that experience and I got that. And it's so much more powerful in person, and creating those relationships and just learning and and the growth. And it's so much more emotionally impactful in person, hearing the information, even though you might have heard it 90 times already. So that was one of the big things. And I wanted to share a couple of things, not specifically on the event, but I know that there's some, and if I can have a couple minutes, if that's okay, because I know that there's some people on our team from the US that have customers in Canada, or maybe have distributors in Canada. And what I don't know if everybody knows, or if you're hoping to expand and build your business in Canada, we are actually being paid on dual plans. So we get the Canadian plan for our Canadian customers, and we get the Evolve plan for our customers on NFR and any customers we have in the US. So we, it's exciting because we get a bit of a pre-taste of what's coming if we have that, a cross-border market. And yes, we do have the daily wellness on the NFR and that body lotion, and that our prices on that NFR site are US dollars, and the exchange rate is really crappy. So it's a really big deal for us to get those free products up here. So if you have customers, definitely let them know to order this month. And yeah, just the reward circle does not apply on the NFR site. And yeah.
Jolene, one final thing. You mentioned the power of your story that you really took away at that Pro 3 retreat. And I just want to make sure you get that in there.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. So as I was sharing, I've heard Harvey speak on quite a few Zooms over the last few years. And I had been having troubles connecting with Harvey. Melanie, who's my enroller, is always like, I love Harvey, he's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I just couldn't connect. Like a lot of times I'd be listening to him talk and I would almost zone out because I don't know what it was. But I got to see him in person and I heard his whole story. And that was really powerful for me because we're always being told, get your story, share your story, tell your story. And for me, going there and meeting Harvey and hearing his whole story put it all together for me. And it was a huge realization that you can tell people stuff and they might not connect with the information you're sharing, but they might very much connect with your story, or something in your story could be super powerful that makes them get it. And so that was another really big thing for me.
Thank you, Jolene. I think it's so powerful, and it's always just remember, you guys, you and them are it, right? It's the connection, it's the trust, it's the vulnerability. If you do a perfect everything and Issa had a friend, we went to the Jesus Revolution movie yesterday, and Issa told me that her friend actually sang as Janis Joplin in the movie. And then she sent me her recorded, what do you call it? Like trying out for it, recorded tryout. Audition is the better word. And I told Issa I loved her audition so much because it was just her sitting down, her cap on, and just being herself and having fun. It wasn't, sorry, we've got someone at the door. It wasn't like this big show, like she had to put on a big show and a big old broadcast to try out for this movie. She was just herself, and people connect and feel the truth of others. So Jolene, thank you so much. And you guys, I know we're over. Shawn just had an aha moment. We cannot leave here without making sure you all know about Fast Track, and those of you that are that can take advantage of this.
Yeah, so real quick, we'll end it with this. If you were a new consultant or had new consultants on your team from November 1st until February 28th in the US market, they will now be eligible for a fast track period and the extra bonuses that new people get. So their fast track period is going to be March, April, and May. I did a short video on this on one person, but one clarifying point, if you are in this group, you're not actually going to see it in your back office tracking that. You're only going to get it as kind of an extra incentive on the side of normal things. So that's for anybody November 1st to February 28th that enrolled as a consultant during that period of time. And then anybody that just enrolled starting March 1st, you will have the full fast track period of time, which is your enrollment month plus 3 additional months. So like Julie just came in, Julie's going to have all of March, her enrollment month, plus she's going to have April, May, and June to get those $50 and $25 and $100 bonuses for work that you're supposed to already be doing. So that really could take on the customer side of things, instead of getting paid a little over 30% once you reach that diamond level. If you are a hyper enroller during that period of time, you could get upwards of 47% on each person that you're bringing into the company as a new customer. So definitely make sure that you're aware of that fast track bonuses and who in your organization is going forward with it. And just to let you know, we're going to send out a mass text to people that we have their cell phone numbers, to people that are in our organization from November 1st to February 28th, letting them know that they currently have that extra incentive for March, April, and May.
Which is super exciting. What's that, Shawn?
Oh, you're good.
Okay. And Patricia was asking if that applied to Canada.
So currently it will be, you guys will get all of these bonuses when we can switch it over into Canada. If you have US distributors in your organization or in any of the markets that are already launched, Australia, Japan, they would qualify. But when you guys are fully launched, that's when your fast track periods will go. So we hope it sooner than later, but we're waiting on that final, you can do it from the gaming board in Canada.
Like I said, for you Canadians, I would just be rocking and rolling and maxing it out to the max out. So Julie, I know you are new on here. Welcome to my husband. This is how he ends our Zooms. We like to have some fun. So, all right, everybody, we love you so much. Reach out to everybody, celebrate. We hope and pray to see you in New Orleans. If we're not, you make sure that you're in the Telegram group so we are connected to you, because we are always together. We're here to make a difference. We're here to love and impact. And let's just have a great week and get into action. 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, and then do it over and over again. All right.
All right, you guys have an amazing week. We will celebrate with a lot of you here very soon in New Orleans. Take care.
Yes. Love you.